your name?
Miguel,
What is your job?
lecturer,
What do you do outside of work?
freelance,
What type of freelance?
editing mostly,
Editing what?
all sorts of different stuff.
Like what?
Conference coverage, promotional stuff, YouTube content, because that's where the money is.
Any specific company other than YouTube?
No,
Okay. What did you do before working here?
I was freelance, full-time.
Okay. Was it the same thing that you mentioned before, or
No, other stuff as well.
what type of other stuff?
All sorts of stuff that people wanted doing and would pay me for.
Like what?
Tutorial, training videos, promo videos, some documentary stuff, instructional videos, all sorts of different things.
How did you end up doing your current job?
I applied for it with no plan
No plan whatsoever.
and just thought I'd give it a go. And here I am, still.
Do you like your job?
Yes, largely. Of course, there's always Monday mornings, and everybody has a Monday morning where they don't particularly want to get up for whatever reason. And yeah, there's bad days and there's good days, and there's frustrating days and tiring days. But not every day is a bad day. There's not much more you can hope for out of a job. Some of the good days, some really nice days. Particularly when I see people graduating, that's a nice day. When we're doing something fun, that's a nice day. But then of course, like every job, there's days which is just a bit routine and you end up doing boring stuff. But it all needs doing.
You seem like you've got a lot to say about that.
Okay.
Have you ever like worked with someone like famous or has like popular like locally or just worldwidely?
Yes.
Who?
Who what?
Who have you worked with?
Famous.
Yeah.
Lots of athletes and sports people.
Any specific ones?
Usain Bolt, Shearer, England squad, mostly in football. England cricket team, worked a lot with them. Lots of athletics type people who you may or may not know but are big in the athletics world.
How did you get to work with them?
What I did as a job. I was a sports broadcast editor and camera operator.
Would you say like Usain Bolt is the most famous person you've worked with?
Within the sports world, probably.
What about in like other worlds and stuff? Like?
Nick Cave, Russell Crowe.
How did you get to work with these people? Like what was your job with them?
Nick Cave, I was commissioned as a vision engineer and editor by two artists who were creating the music videos for the album Dig Lazarus Dig for Nick Cave.
What about Russell Crowe?
He was a friend of somebody I was working with called Bill Bryson, who's an author, and we were working with Durham University to create some content around his chancellorship. He happened to know Russell Crowe personally and invited him up to do like an actor's workshop. And because he was doing an actor's workshop and I was working with Bill, we ended up shooting the actor's workshop and then going around the student bars of Durham Uni for a few pints. Trying to think. A lot of artists who you may or may not know, doing moving image commission stuff with them. But most of my career was based around football and athletics. I got to spend a week on a Royal Naval Air Station base in Yeovil and having free access, so we were up in helicopters and simulators and doing nighttime flying and all sorts of things like that, and that was really interesting. Not what I ever thought I'd want to do when I was a young person entering the world of media, but it's those things that you never think about which you do find interesting.
What's your name?
I'm Josh.
And what do you do for work?
I am an art and design lecturer.
How did you end up doing this job?
I studied for a few years, I was in the cadets for a few years, I taught during that. My background's in interior and architectural design. Practiced for a few years and then just thought I'd love to teach, which I always thought I would. So,
How long did you do cadets?
6 years.
What did you do during that?
Loads of different activities.
What was your favourite part of it?
Drill.
What made you stop?
Age. So you age out at 18.
Okay. What do you do outside of work?
I paint.
What kind of things do you paint?
Miniatures. I go to the football as well.
Okay. Do you sell that artwork or is it just a personal thing?
Well, I sell other artwork, so I do design jewellery and things like that. And some commission pieces as well, depending on what people want.
How long have you been doing the commission art?
Pretty much since since I started my second year of university, so, God, how long was that? Like 5, 6, yeah, about 6 years.
What kind of commission art do you do?
Miniatures.
Commissions.
But then, like, as I said, jewellery design, some interiors now and then, so like 3D visualisation.
Anything other than artwork?
I like to play games, yeah. Play football, not play football, I go to the football sometimes, that's it really. See my friends.
I've been teaching.
So this is my first formal year of teaching. However, within the cadet force, I did instruct for 5 years. So from the age of 13 to 18, instructed, I think the number's around 500 different students. Last year, I taught at least 3 days a week on the Interior and Spatial Design programme. I currently run my own programme, which is the Level 3 Subsidiary Diploma, and also help run the Level 3 General Art programme.
So were you teaching art and design during cadets?
No. So I would do, like, through that, it's a different sort of thing. So you're looking at things like drill, so that's marching, rifles, so shooting, first aid, you've got things like navigation and expeditions.
One that's famous?
I taught anybody that's famous. Define famous.
Could be in any way.
Like locally famous.
Yeah?
There's a kid that I used to teach how to shoot. So I was on the national rifle team, so I was one of the top 10 shots in the UK for rifle shooting. So I coached him how to shoot. He was on the Dublin ground.
So what do you do for your job?
I'm a work experience coordinator at Newcastle College.
And how did you become a work experience coordinator?
I used to do marketing work, but I wanted to go into something that was a bit more fulfilling, so adding the educational part into it was really nice for me.
What do you do like outside of work?
I
Any hobbies?
like going out.
Do you go anywhere specific? Like, do anything specific?
I really like nice meals. I like going to get my hair done. I like lots of self-care. I'm a really big advocate for it.
One more self-care, like why? Like, why do you enjoy doing it? Like going it, like doing it and stuff.
I think you should always treat yourself how you feel like you deserve. So I'm like, I feel like it'd be good to, I don't know, look after myself. So I do.
Do you like to like travel? Like, have you been anywhere? All that.
Yeah, I grew up in Bahrain in the Middle East, and then I moved here 7 years ago for uni. But I've traveled lots since then.
Where have you like traveled to and stuff?
I've been to America. I've been to Spain. I've been most of like Europe. Yeah, because I really like travel.
Did you used to do anything like when you were younger and stuff? Like any activities, any other like hobbies and stuff?
I used to play piano, but no, nothing that I carry into my adult life now.
Why did you like stop playing piano?
I don't know. I think I couldn't get. It sounds stupid, but I couldn't get my nails done the way I wanted to anymore. So, and I couldn't hit the keys at the same time. So, like as I was getting older, I phased out.
Anything happened while you've been traveling? Like anything like?
Like I still like doing the things I enjoy here, but over
Yeah.
there, so I like going to nice restaurants and I like seeing people. I like going out and about. I'm very, yeah. I like living a certain lifestyle.
What's that lifestyle?
Just one of like a higher esteem, let's say.
Like what? How would you like describe like the higher esteem? Like?
I like certain brands. I like lots of jewelry. I like flying, but I only fly first class. Like I'm very big on, yeah, that sort of thing.
What about like your husband and stuff? Like does he do anything? Like what does he do for work? and stuff?
He's an engineer, so it's like a normal, really,
Yeah.
job.
What does he like? Like does he like create things, like build things? And stuff?
Yeah, he's a design engineer, so he does a lot of 3D print design.
Like, well, like does he have like any specific things that he like prints and stuff?
He works for a company that manufactures stuff for Nissan, so that's about it.
You said you like to like travel. Was that mainly for work, pleasure? Like what?
Pleasure. I don't travel for work.
Is there anything like within like your job that like you think is like interesting? Like, has anything happened while you've been working?
I think the day-to-day is interesting because it's just like fun. Students are really nice, so it's like very fulfilling for me as a
Yeah.
person. But yeah, but I don't take my work home with me, which is a good thing. So.
Is there any like any like students that like you have like stories that you remember about them, like that you've met and stuff like?
Like meeting students now that like in a few years time will go on to do really cool things, like more not like big amazing things, but like things that are true to themselves, and I think I really enjoy seeing that aspect.
You mentioned you grew up in Bahrain. Why did you choose to like not go back after you finished uni?
I met my husband here, and I just thought it was like a more, I don't know, like I was used to the lifestyle here anyway, and my mum is from the Felling, like here, so it was just a nice kind of ease back into like something I've always known.